So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. What I have here is the 2023 Chery Tiggo 7 Pro. Gotta be honest, I do miss this car, and finally I got to drive my favorite color. If I wanted a Tiggo 7 Pro, this steel color, it looks absolutely stunning. So I'd like to thank everyone here at Chery Gateway Pasong Tamo, and to Miss Shirley, these are her contact details. So you may visit them here, and if you want to buy a Chery, you may contact her down below. So what you get now again with this Tiggo 7 Pro? Well, everything's been mostly the same. So there have been like few updates here and there to specific Tiggo 7 Pro, like with a ESP update depending on the VIN number of the vehicle, and some I think ESC updates too. And there's been an update from May 2022, as what I remember only, that there was a two-tone variant for this, but sadly I don't get that here yet. I think you can add it on. Anyway, so here with the looks with the Tiggo 7 Pro, it's still probably my favorite looking of all the Cherys. You get a diamond pattern grille here. There's a lot of chrome in it. Silver trims here too on the bumper. The ground clearance is at 163mm. You get LED fog lamps over here. Yeah, there's still that fake thing over here, but it's fine. You get LED DRLs too, LED repeaters. I still love the repeaters to this day. As well here on the side mirror. What I like too with this chair, I never said this too in my first ever review. The camera is just integrated in the side mirror. It's not like sticking out unlike some other vehicles. So as well, you get 18-inch wheels. So apologies for all the mud and everything, but at least you know it is capable of going a bit of off-road. As well, so powering this, oh, I forgot this had gas struts. So powering this thing is a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with 145 horsepower and 210 Newton meters of torque. So this one is mated to a CVT transmission with 9-speed simulated gears. So I as well forgot that everything is covered in plastic. That's just to absorb all the heat and for a bit of engine protection too. So on the side profile too, there's a lot of flat and then some character lines here and there. There's multitude of claddings down here below with the silver trim, and there's a lot of chrome here up above along with your roof rest. And in the rear quarter panel, there's a blacked out part which gives a floating roof design. So here now at the rear of the Tiggo 7 Pro, you have LED lights over here too. I love that little repeater right here. There's a Tiggo 7 Pro badge here, still one of my favorite badges of among the Chery lineup. You get a spoiler-ish over here. Remember as well, like before, the LED strip stretches all the way here, not up to the Chery badge. As well, you get diffuser over here and then black plastic cladding and yet again fake exhaust. Like in my first review too, there are 3 ways to open the boot. So there's a button here and then here on the key too, and then there's this third trick. So I go away first, let it lock, and then I'll just go near the tailgate. Just wait for a few seconds. Just wait for that to click up and then move away. I still remember that. So this is why Tiggo 7 Pros were popular too in the first place, because of its practicality. Yes, it's not a 7-seater, but it's still very, very spacious as you can see. So the total boot space here is at 475 liters. I mean, you can literally put a lot of stuff here. There's as well an extendable tonneau cover. You can fold that and store it under if you needed, and then underneath you have your space saver donut type tire, and then grocery hooks on each side, one halogen light only on the left side, and finally when you fold all of the seats down, you have a total of 1,500 liters, which is among one of the best in its class too. So that's about it with the exterior, the boot, and the engine of this Tiggo 7 Pro. Let's go to the interior. So this is the interior of the Chery Tiggo 7 Pro, like before. So here in the interior, nothing's changed that much. Still good for me. So here in the door card, the quality fit and finish, yes, pretty good. There's leather all around, and I still love this feature. You have the red and the brushed aluminum here right below the door handle. You have cubby spaces, cup holders on each side. A small bottle will fit. And then here on the left side of the dashboard, you have silver trims, again with the two-tone red and black leather. Then down below, a lot of blanks. You have your headlight lever adjustment, and correction, there are 4 ways to open the boot. Here in the steering wheel, it's a flat bottom. The leather's more on the durable side of things, but it's still nice to the touch. You have cruise control and instrument cluster button adjustments on the left side, and on the right side you have your phone connectivity and voice command buttons on the right side. And the steering wheel, still tilt and telescopic. And then you have a fully digital instrument cluster. There's a lot of adjustments too. So as well, there are two driving modes here, Eco and Sport mode. You know what mode I'll be on. Here's some of the display if you toggle with the instrument cluster buttons. Then in the middle, you have your 10.25-inch infotainment system. I love the camera systems to this day for your reverse camera. And there are a lot more modes you can do. Below that, you have your air conditioning vents, start-stop button. And then further down below, you have a lot of buttons for your infotainment system, along with your touch-sensitive air conditioning controls down below. Oh yeah, so back to the infotainment system. I even forgot to show this 2 years ago. You have ambient lighting all around. I really miss that feature too. And the response time of the infotainment system, I think it's much better than before. Of course, in the early years, I remember it was a little bit laggier than usual. I mean, yeah, the 360-degree camera is still the same as before, but yet again, it's not so bad, I have to say. So back here in the center console, so you have a wireless charging pad here. Perfectly fits my phone. Electronic parking brake button, auto hold button, drive modes, your 360-degree camera, and your hill descent control. Yeah, the ones in between are not movable whatsoever. What I didn't show you too before, further down below right here, you have 2 USB ports, a 12-volt socket, and then more spaces for your phones. You can fit at least 3 of my phones. And then here further back, there's central glove box. There's 2 cup holders, fits a small bottle. There's a tray here for candy if you want to hide your Halloween stuff. You have a cooling function right here just down below. Fits a bottle yet again. So as well, move this forward. You can store a lot more. And then the seats here still leather with red and white stitching. Okay, not much boasting. I'm just a skinny dude, FYI, but yet again still comfortable to sit in. The leather is on point, it is really soft. And then above here you have your LED lights, sunglasses holder, adjustments for the sunroof over here, and then visor. You have a vanity mirror with LED lights. Don't extend, but it's fine. Yeah, that's a quick walkthrough right here in front. Let's go to the rear seats. So here now in the second row of the Tiggo 7 Pro. Right, so still as spacious as before. So feet room, knee room, and headroom. Despite the sunroof, the space is excellent throughout. So here in the door cards, it's exactly the same like the ones in front. You have the red with the brushed aluminum, smaller cubby spaces now, and cup holders on each side. Small bottle just fits. Oh, I remember I didn't mention this at front. So you get electronic adjustments for the driver's seat, right? You also get the 2 in the right front passenger seat. So not much cars have that feature where you have electronic adjustments for both front seats, which is good. So back here at the back, you have 2 map pockets on each side, and then here in the center you have 2 air conditioning vents, 1 USB port, and a cubby space for your phone or whatever you want to put over there. So as well, the central armrest. Okay, there's 2 cup holders. However, a small bottle will kind of fit, but it's a little bit wiggling around though, so you may have to watch out for that. So the seats here too, same like the ones in front. You have red and white stitching, and then the leather's really soft. Not comparable with Chang'an levels of softness, but it's very soft enough. So as well, you have LED lights on either side. As well, if I sit here in the middle, the transmission tunnel is like really small, like this big only, so you can put your feet wherever you want. And sitting here in the middle, okay, it's a little bit hard, but at least it will give you a straight back at least. So yeah, that's about it here with the interior too, with this Tiggo 7 Pro. Let's go for a drive. So driving now the Tiggo 7 Pro. So coming out of the showroom looks a little bit surreal. Like I'm driving this is like this is my own car already. This is a very wide car, and getting out of tight spaces will come in handy. And that's how crystal clear this camera is. And the guidelines a little bit laggy, however it's not so bad. And then ground clearance too. Yeah, this one's a very big bump over here. Goes to them with ease. Just in eco mode. We'll put it to sport mode later on, but so far so good with the performance. So it's as good as I once remembered. The handling of this as well in eco mode, it's really light. And then let's try sport mode. So as well, every drive mode you change, it makes this sound. So sport mode waits up a little bit only, and then pull back eco, that's floored. Pretty sprightly. Of course, this has 210 Newton meters of torque. So what I didn't remember from before, as well being a CVT transmission, there's 9-speed simulated gears. So when I drove it way back when, it was just hanging on in the RPM. But this one actually kind of simulates it shifting up and down. So actually, I think that's part of an update too, which to my surprise is really good in the highway, so it won't be stuck in around in the red line all the time. And then the brakes, actually now pretty sharp, so it's pretty much the same even though it's warmed up already. Then NVH, I mean pretty good here, look, 50, 60 kilometers per hour. Right, not much tire noise too. So as well, I forgot to mention, like before too, this one's based on the Comfort T1X platform. So this is like a joint venture with Chery and JLR, Jaguar Land Rover. So yes, you can feel the chassis really thick, and as well I showed you earlier, the door studs sound really thick. Sitting in here in this Tiggo 7 Pro, my case will still stand, like it feels like you're more in a premium vehicle, which is not to my surprise whatsoever. This was my first Chery 2 on my channel too, way back when, and yeah, it's still, I gotta be honest, still one of my favorite Cherys among the lineup. Of course, budget wise, you know me, I'll pick the Tiggo 2 Pro, but if I have a little bit more, I'll take this Tiggo 7 Pro. I just wish there's a little bit of a facelift update like the ones you get now in China with the new grille. But so far, I still love the looks, and I'm really in love with this teal color too. So I noticed when you're about to go to a stop already, it will tend to activate. But I noticed the transition from the brake to the auto hold function, it's pretty smooth too. So it's like electronically braking for you too, which is actually really good. Even though I'm just still in eco mode, I have not put this to sport yet. Yeah, there's not much throttle delay, not much turbo lag. You can actually feel the turbo boost suddenly there, right there. So there's a little bit delay only, but it's not so bad. You can't hear much of turbo whistle, but anyway, it's meant to be an SUV, not a sports car. So here, just driving around Pasong, Tamo, and then here's the big test for this Tiggo 7 Pro. So remember, I reviewed around in Pasig only, which had only smooth roads. Here in the tunnel, Pasong, Tamo. Oh, right. So yes, it's still one of the more comfortable compact crossovers in its segment, and yeah, the NVH here too, I think on par with its competition too, more or less better than most too. And then visibility all around, pretty excellent too. There's a small corner window there, but it still helps. The D pillar is not that big, and yeah, all around this is a very perfect compact crossover for me now too. So here, U-turn test. Oh, it's a big car, but actually surprisingly, it's not so bad. And I love the gear shift. It's very reminiscent of European cars. You can just push and toggle all the gear shift, and then yeah, you're good to go. Right, just one 3-point turn. That's pretty much it. Let's put it to sport mode. I haven't tried manual mode in a while, so let's put it on that. And then here, manual mode. Ooh. Right, much more responsive. So the gearing for the simulations is actually pretty quick too, not to my surprise. So yet again, it's as good as before. So actually, I never appreciated much with the Tiggo 7 Pro compared to before, because I'm not a big fan of CVTs to this day, just being honest. But now it kind of slowly growing on me. It kind of serves the purpose of what a CVT should be. Actually, alright in the city, for just driving mostly in the city, and they tend to be more fuel efficient than regular automatic transmissions. Actually, here, just driving here around in Pasong, Tamo only, been registering 10 liters per 100 kilometers. That's much better than before. So in my previous review too, I did a lowly 7.1 kilometers per liter. Like with every other review that who tried out this Tiggo 7 Pro, you can get as worse 5 to 7 kilometers per liter, judging on ownership experience. But this, for today, not that much traffic, light-footed. Yes, I'm light-footed for once. Yeah, it can be fuel efficient. So I really wish I can have a lend out of this one, and I want to try it on faster highway paces, so I can give a verdict on how good this Tiggo 7 Pro truly is. And then as well, still being in sport mode. Now in sport mode again. Yeah, the steering tends to weight up ever so slightly compared to eco, but yet again, it's still light. A body lean, surprisingly not that much. Right. Actually, in manual mode, I don't notice like it's simulating gears totally. I mean, you can see it changing up and down, but when you're changing down, you can feel the difference in manual mode. Like it's trying to kick down a gear, which is actually pretty good too. So I'll just put you back to eco. So same story with if you put it in manual mode, it will do the simulations. And then here going over metal sheets, since there's a lot of roadworks here around in Pasong, Tamo. Yeah, you can hear them, but it still handles them really well. And then here, really big metal sheet and then big bump. Right. Very good again with this Chery Tiggo 7 Pro. And then here, a very nasty bump. This one's really deep. Let's see how this fares out. Alright, soaks them up with ease. Happy again that I driven the Tiggo 7 Pro after how many years? 2 years. So I'd like to thank everyone here at Chery Gateway Pasong Tamo, and to Miss Shirley over here. These are her contact details. So remember, if you want to purchase a Chery, you may look for her at Chery Pasong Tamo. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more future car reviews and more Chery reviews coming right up. Bye bye.